what is called the freedom of speech and other latitude that so many Chinese dream of?
Yes, to tell you the truth, Yang Rui, at the time, about 20-some years ago, that was not part of my consideration. At least it's not a large consideration of my departure, because at that time China was economically speaking, compared to the United States, was relatively weak. And I went to the United States first for education, and then probably for a better career, better, average salary, hopefully, when I graduate.
Now, data from the U.S. Immigration Office shows that in 2011, about three-quarters of those applying for EB-5 investment immigration program were Chinese, and China topped the list with nearly 3,000 applications and 934 approvals under the EB-5 program, which is also known as the Green Card for Money program, while in 2007, only 270 Chinese people applied, with 161 approved. How do you see the drastic growth in the number of Chinese applications and U.S. government approval?
The drastic growth in the number of Chinese applications and the government approval are a consequence of the recent success and prosperity of China's economy, coinciding with the current troubles of the U.S. economy. So I think we're going to see even more Chinese immigrants in the foreseeable future.
Thank you very much, Michael Zhang, for being with us. Thank you.
Thank you.
And Happy New Year. Welcome back. Edward, does immigration necessarily mean that you have to relocate your wealth from China to the new host country at the same time?
You know, not necessarily. I mean, when Michael Zhang was talking about, and I was talking earlier about the EB-5, I mean, you have to put $1 million at risk in some program that is qualified by the United States government or is approved eventually by the United States regulatory authorities. But you don't have to move all of your wealth. And so that, and I really, I actually disagree with the idea that emigrating or going abroad is unpatriotic for Chinese, at least from my viewpoint. I think it's a tremendous thing. I mean, wherever there's people, there's Chinese. I mean, there's no question about that. And like was said before by Dr. Wang, that this is a part of the learning process to make China a greater nation. And I think to be able to go abroad and to be able to have education abroad and to be able to bring these things back, I think that's really important. And I would say the only thing that I see lacking is those incentives to bring people back, other than those incentives that exist because the economy is growing very fast. But there hasn't been a government plan and outline. I've seen it in a number of cases. Actually, when I was looking at the Shenzhen newspaper recently, Dr. Jeffrey